and welcome to My Security TV. My name is Chris Cubbage and we're filming in Sydney. I'm joined by Mr Terry Flanders, the Principal of Investigation Systems. Terry, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Chris.
Terry, we've got your latest article in the Australian Security magazine, Are You a Corporate Killer? And maybe just take us over the recent legislation changes in terms of safety and the impacts that can have on the security industry.
Well, it's quite interesting because you can't be safe without being secure. Of course, it's the same side of the same coin, but security is about the protection of assets, and health and safety identifies the primary workplace asset as people. Yet, does the security industry look after people? Do other businesses look after people? I think it's a sad indictment on our society in general that we have to have legislation saying protect your people. As far as any asset class goes, nowhere in the legislation is there any other regulations or acts that designate a specific asset group that should be protected. The
implications now for companies that are found to be responsible, almost in a corporate homicide type case. Are we modelling the UK system, and what are some of the penalties now that exist?
All right, well, our legislation flows on from the European legislation. In Britain, they introduced corporate manslaughter about 2007. And I think that it's inevitable that that will flow on into Australia. In fact, in 2004, there was a lot of political posturing to introduce corporate manslaughter. The ACT picked it up and ran with it. Corporate manslaughter is legislated for under the Commonwealth program, but it only affects Commonwealth institutions.
And the new national approach to occupational safety and health legislation, there's still a number of states that haven't quite signed up to that. I know WA is one.
That's right.
Do you see that becoming national? And again, it's almost similar to the struggle we've got to have the security industry at a national level as well. As a practitioner in both safety and security, do you see that the industry and business in general have a lot to gain out of this legislation? Do there's improvement to be made?
Oh, they have to, because it's about the protection of assets. Security is about the protection of assets. So why shouldn't we champion it? Why shouldn't we look at ourselves in the security industry as health and safety professionals targeting that primary workplace asset that's identified by the legislation? People. But unfortunately, again, businesses don't see people as an asset. If you go into the business ledger at any corporation, you'll find that, that people aren't included on the capital budget list side of the ledger. They're included as an expense.
That's right.
And while that paradigm continues to pervade business and we put more emphasis on the machinery, plant and equipment and the premises than we do on people, the whole thing's going to be out of balance.
Look, at a senior corporate level, it's certainly something that we're trying to get out there, and thank you very much for contributing to the Australian Security magazine. Are You a Corporate Killer? Well worth the read, and thanks again.
Okay,
thanks,
you.
Terry.